practice, there was a bit of a weird vibration and a weird noise from back in the car, and we're not too sure if the diff is either moving in the subframe or the diff is fucked basically, because it's a brand new diff. We never had this issue with the previous diff in that subframe, and when the diff was out of the subframe last week, we checked everything and made sure it was all like crack free, there was no issues with it. So we're a little bit confused as to what's going on, but the lads are trying to make everything's tight. I think we don't really have enough time to do anything with the car now before qualifying, so we're going to just go out and just hope and pray that it doesn't break and that we get a score on the board, and then we can come back in. And once we have a score on the board, we can take the rest of the day off if we want to and make sure that the car is 100% for the morning. But yeah, it's just stressful. I don't think this year is just meant to be for me, so it's starting to annoy me now. But yeah, hopefully they fix some bit that we can get a run in and get a score on the board and go from there.
Go on, leave that in under. Don't put the fucking thing on it. Keep the wire up. I mean, put the fucking thing under it. No.
Back on the line we go, Dave, with Conor Shanahan sitting with a 90-point run.
Yeah, he got a 90-point run and it was enough for first at the time, but now he's in 8th position, not in the top 4. He needs all the points he can get to get back into the championship race, so he needs a top 4 finish here. He's got to go for it.
Yeah, he's going to go for it, Dave. He wants to be in that top 4. He wants to take James Dean down. He wants to prove he is and can be a 2-time champion now. As Shanahan fires to the edge of the circuit, he looks way in control. Big angle on that transition. Big handbrake drag, gets himself way into the outside zone nice and early, fulfills it full as Shanahan now opens the throttle fully, looks for the outside zone right to the edge of the track. Look at this. He's going to go for a nice flick up into the wall. Big wall run as he dabs the handbrake now, works his way around this long outside zone onto the wall once again, just flexes the back bumper as Shanahan transitions across the line. Job done for the young man.
Big run. It's another big run for Conor Shanahan, and after some issues with the car in Spain, not qualifying, it's definitely not knocked his confidence, and I suppose the Irish support here in Mondello Park helping Shanahan and willing the Shanahans along here this weekend to get back into it. Current and reigning Driftmasters champion is back in the game with a 93.5 going into 2nd position.
We go back to the start line where we see the Irishman, the young rookie, the new 3rd member of Team Shanahan. Fon Ro now sits on the line. He's happy to rock and roll. No worries for him as he slots that car into gear. Fon Ro sitting with an 82.5 at the moment. He is in the show, but he'll want to climb himself into that top 4, try and get a battle before we leave the venue tonight. Big flick across the circuit for Fon Ro as he fires that car down. Big speed as he's absolutely dialed. Picks up that inner zone. Now goes right to the edge of the circuit. Picks up outside zone 3. Back again. Big handbrake drag there for Fon Ro on the foot brake as well. Trying to work the back end at GT86 into that long outside zone. And then you see the 2 cones. That's where the zone is. Gets it now. Does Fon Ro as he goes for the wall. Keeps it tentative. Keeps it safe. As Roche now unleashes the power. Screams at 2JZ across the line. The final outside zone collected and Fon Ro throws in a 360 for the fans. You guys watching at home on the broadcast, you can see everything from a bird's eye view. When you're sitting in that car,
oh!
Wow.
Big score drops in for Fon Ro. 90.5. 8th position for Fon Ro. And we have got Jack Shanahan on the line.
Hold on to your hats.
We got information?
He said he's back for redemption this weekend.
He is. Jack Shanahan, not a big result at the first round. Jack Shanahan is going to try and follow his brothers. The conditions are not great for Jack Shanahan as he comes into that first corner, but it's a perfect line so far as Jack Shanahan in the wet does nail the first 3 zones. Nice adjustment on the handbrake as Shanahan takes it to the edge of the course. This is hitting all the boxes so far. Oh, a little wheel drop as that track looks absolutely treacherous at that outer zone. Coming down to the wall, Shanahan can't afford to drop too many wheels here. Dustin stays on the white lines. A lot of adjustment to make that car do what it needs to do. And Shanahan is back to business here.
Wow, that's an incredible run. That's an incredible run. He said he was back for redemption. He didn't get the result. The team didn't get the result they wanted in Spain. They said they were coming back here after testing the cars, getting them 110%. And for me, Shanahan just put down an incredible run.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it. 90.5 doesn't move him up the order. I can see that. It needed that little bit of risk and flair. It had the precision. Almost emulates his first run.
So that's a wrap. Day one qualifying day is done here at Mondello Park. Overall, I'm quite happy. P4. I think, you know, yeah, for sure there was some small improvements, but we took as much as we could out of it. The conditions were incredibly bad, and yeah, Fionn also had a really good score of a 90 point something, I think, and Jack is also quite similar. So we're all quite high up, very in the show, and looking forward to tomorrow. We probably could have got better luck for an easy side of the bracket from the get-go. I go against Tomas Kiley, a good friend of mine, one of the best drivers I've ever seen to drive this layout. So it's going to be work cut out for me from the get-go. I think Jack goes against Zaleski, so we're going to have to be pushing. But you know, as the saying goes, if you want to win, you got to beat them no matter what. So it doesn't matter if it's at the start or the finish of the day. So I'm looking forward to it. Much more positive vibes than what we wore at Spain and this time. So you know, I can't thank the team. Everybody's put together to make everything happen, make sure the cars are perfect, and overall the feeling is good. Ready for a big day tomorrow. I just hope everything goes to plan. Day two has started here at Mondello and practice is done. Strong feeling for me, to be honest. Got two good chase runs following Laurie and Dwayne and had a solid lead as well. Quite, you know, looking forward to it. It's going to be a big day. Have to start pushing. I've got Tomas Kiley top 32, so we all know that Tomas can pull it out of the bag, so I got to be on my A game, but we just got to be better. That's always the plan. But overall, I'm genuinely just excited to be here, and cars are working amazing. It's all down to me right now. Team is feeling good. Team is doing an incredible job as well, and yeah, I'm just looking forward to it, trying to stay as calm as I can. Today's a big day for me. I'm trying not to think about it too much, but I need a big one, so I'm going to be going for it as much as I can, to be honest. I want to leave it all out there, drive my heart out and try to bring the best result home I can for the team and for myself also to get back in this race. But thank you to all the guys. They're smashing it, working hard, and we'll be lost without them. So everything is perfect with the cars right now, and looking forward to big race on.
Another big battle for the championship right away as we see Jack Shanahan and Adam Zalewski line up in the top 32. Shanahan way out the points right now, and Zalewski hitting the podium in Spain. So Zalewski goes through Shanahan here. He's back right up at the top of the championship. He gets knocked out in top 32. This would be detrimental. Shanahan, if he wants any chance of getting back into the championship race, has to beat his old rival Adam Zalewski. And we've seen these guys go head to head so many times, some of the highlight real battles, and we're getting it right from the off in top 32. We are definitely losing our voices today.
Yeah, we certainly are, Dave. And look at this, Zalewski's going to take a big run up now. A new engine package in this car. He's looking more confident than ever. But the Shanahans have ironed out the issues with these builds over winter. They've got them dialed. And Shanahan today has been looking on form. He's one of the fastest guys on initiation. Everyone's saying Jack is the man. to beat from initiation. Can Zalewski put it to Shanahan? Look at the running he's got, Dave. He knows Shanahan's
He's going
fast.
for it here. Zalewski's going for it here. He's going for a big run in to make sure Shanahan is right, not out of his fingertips as he gets that first corner. And look at it, Zalewski creeping, and he's gone. Shanahan gone. Here we go, up over the hill. Very close. Looks like decisions are going to drop in. Who's going to go to the top 16? Will it go to Poland? Will it go to Ireland? Very nervous moments. The decisions are in. And going through to the top 16 is Jack Shanahan gets the win. And Jack Shanahan goes through to the top 16. Quick word from you, Kevin. Looked like Shanahan had the better lead. Zalewski a bit more proximity, but it was a close one. Built his car in 4 weeks from a spare cell. Now we go to an all-Irish battle, which I have been waiting for. Two guys that, when they were 13 years of age, were going around fields together in BMWs, and here they are on the grandest stage of them all. Tomas Kiley and Conor Shanahan. Now, as much good friends as they are, Conor Shanahan needs to beat Tomas Kiley to get back in the championship, and Tomas Kiley has absolutely nothing to lose. So the pressure dialed in on Conor Shanahan. Tomas Kiley just wants to put on a show, and if you think Tomas Kiley is going to lie down here, you've got another thing coming, because Tomas Kiley built this car in 4 weeks from a bare shell to come here and win this event. This one is going to be fireworks.
Fireworks indeed, Dave. The door slams shut, the car slams into gear. Shanahan to lead out Tomas Kiley. Shanahan waits. He stalls up Kiley on the initiation as they come through the gears.
32 here, and you talk about, we'd say it's not just a marketing ploy. These are the best in the world right now. Who's going to go through to the top 16 here at round 2? It's going to be Conor Shanahan. Conor Shanahan gets the win and goes through to the top 16. The Shanahan brothers both through to the top 16, which I'm sure the Irish driver, James Dean, so a lot of no Irish driver defeated yet.
So, top 32 is done, and yeah, through to the main event, Tomas Kiley. Kind of struggled more than I thought, to be honest. I just was a little bit confused trying to find traction and stuff, but we're in the show. Tomas was a big competitor for today, so I'm glad that I got that one out of the way. And I got to make a couple of adjustments now and then push on. Well done, mate.
Well done. A good performance so far. Going to the top 16 was great. So yeah, I had a tough battle with Adam as well. He made a little bit of a mistake on his lead run, which in turn made me do not a great chase run, because I wanted to try to get a bit of a practice chase run done. But yeah, no, we're happy we're in. That's kind of all that matters. No matter what way you go about it, we have a tough battle in the next one. We have a tough battle the whole way through if we keep going. So for now, I'm after shaking that top 32 program from my shoulder at least. So at least I'm in the show. That's all that matters.
Two youngsters here,
yeah,
you know, absolute youngsters. You got a 19-year-old and a 17-year-old on the start line at one of the biggest drift events in the world. Fon Ro, rookie this year, 19 years of age, in a Shanahan-built car. He's on the Shanahan team this year. Both two other Shanahan cars are in the top 16. Could Fon Ro replicate that? And it tasted that. Also another driver, what is it, 17 years of age? I mean, these are kids.
Kids.
Can't even get a license legally in Ireland. Well, you can drive at over 140k sideways. That's the world we live in.
That's how it is right now. But look at the running we're going to get from Ite Seta. He knows that Fon Ro is fast. He gets the green light, and they come through the chicane.
Look at Fon Ro as a rookie in this championship, youngster from, you know, in front of a home crowd, obviously feeding off that, but he takes a big hit from Ite Seta, and he just keeps on trucking, goes round the corner, doesn't even go off the track.
Door open there on Fon Roche's car, talking to our start line Marshall Martin, and I wonder again if this could be another competition timeout. Could he be requesting to go back to the paddock?
Well, basically he's going to be asked here, because Ite had contact. Now Fon Roche will be asked, do you want to fix the car, inspect the car, or you want to go? So he says, are you okay? Are you good to go? We're going to try and understand what conversation is going to happen. So I think they're explaining to him that he can go back to the pit area and fix the car.
They're getting it in my ears. It is confirmed. Competition timeout for Fon Roche, so that does deem Ite Seta at fault. And Fon Roche, yeah, look at this. He's just doing the swerve, Dave, the drift swerve.
Just is anything going to fall off the car as I do this? So he's going to go back in and just inspect. This will be the rear passenger side of that car, which will be checked just to see if everything's okay. You can see him checking the handbrake, checking that everything's okay, because remember, in drifting, you might go, oh, I want to see him go drifting. Why is he checking the car? Well, you got to remember, huge amount of time, energy, and money, and all on the line. And you don't want to go into that first run, incomplete the run because of damage, and then you've got.
Then you're one more time.
Then you're in a one more time.
We go back to the second running competition.
And they're all going to be watching this. And as I go now, they watch the two youngsters back on the line. We got Taste of That and Fon Ro. Fon Ro's car checked out, all good, ready to go.
Good, you know that?
I just assume because he's there. And it Taste of That with it incomplete on the first run. So all Fon Ro has to do here is not mess it up and put in a good run. But
why did you say that?
I'm just saying that's all he has to do. I'm trying to inform people. I'm not trying to put a commentator's curse on anybody. I'm just saying, just keep it neat and tidy. That's all you got to do.
It's easier said than done, Dave, especially when you're going over that hill 140 kilometers an hour. Well, car slam into gear. Ite said that knows he.
You know, sometimes these guys get a little bit, you know, the adrenaline gets too much, the occasion, all these people watching. That was a very pro move. It's going to be Fon Ro or Ite said that. I think this is going to be an obvious one. It's going to be Fon Ro getting the win. Fon Ro gets the win and goes through to the top 16. And as far as I can tell, that is a great start to the season for Fon Ro, qualifying to both rounds. And he's looking stronger and improving every round.
Yeah, he certainly is, Dave. And, you know, look, he's going to lean on that advice. He's going to lean on that knowledge.
So we're through top 16. First top 16 for the team this year. So again, the boys are laughing at me talking.
No, we're not.
Talk away.
No.
Go on.
No. Take it away, bud.
Yep.
Take it away.
Go on.
Give your take first. How was top 16 for you, or top 32?
My top 16 is going to be tough.
Is it, yeah?
Top 32 is okay. It was a tough battle with Adam, obviously. Like Adam was the driver that you hoped to battle in the final, not in top 32. So I knew we had to push. I'd done a good lead run. He kind of messed up his lead, so my chase wasn't amazing, but I think I couldn't really just push like to where I wanted to, basically. But yeah, we took the win. We've Peter Vincek top 16. Obviously not going to be an easy battle, but the car is 100%. It's time to just go now, send it and do what we can do. Not feeling 100% confident about it, but all we can do is try now. The car is as ready as it can be, so we're going to go from there. Conor?
Good job, Jack. Yeah, top 32 is done for me, and similar kind of to Jack, had a very good driver, Tomas Kiley, so I had to play it safe but also stay pushing at the same time and make sure that we got through just done enough. I think the car is quite fast. We managed to pull a few Carlins on our lead run and stuff, so quite happy with that. And now we go against Jakob Kroll. We go against him, top 16. So great driver in a new car. He seems to be driving very well in that chassis. So have to, yeah, just look. Every battle now in Driftmasters is as good as another. Everybody's here is good enough to win this event. So you just got to take everybody and try start pushing from the get-go, basically. But overall, quite happy and yeah, ready to go.
Yeah, top 32 for me was it was good. I was leading first with Ite, but he hit me going into the second corner, so kind of had a 10-0 going into my second run, which took a bit of pressure off. So played a pretty safe second run and yeah, took the win. And tough battle now in top 16 with Ørjan Nielsen, so gonna have to really push here now, and yeah, that's all we have to do.
I think the biggest struggle right now is not getting a slitter through the window of one of the bends.
Two boys.
I would say two of the least talented players when it comes to hurling on the team.
But yeah, we're having a great time, lads, to be honest, aren't we?
But it's better than Spain anyway.
3 cars,
so,
top 16.
Yeah, no issues.
Quite tired though now, to be honest.
Tired?
Yeah.
That's been fucking around the ball.
Yeah, I am tired. Like. But that's the crack. Chichi, Roma.
looks pretty strong here, all lined up in the second round of home soil.
Yeah, obviously Spain did not go to plan. We didn't even make top 16, so this alone is a massive achievement. Top 16 parade in front of packed out Mondello Park is unbelievable. It's very, very good. But I'm proud of the boys, proud of the team. Like 3 cars, top 16. That just goes to show the level that we're at as a team, and couldn't be prouder, to be honest, to stand next to the 2 boys. So that's good.
Driftmasters, top 16 at round 2 in Ireland, Fionn. What does it feel like? You've been here at many top 16 on the IDC. What's the different feeling now at Driftmasters?
Yeah, it's amazing. The last top 16 I had here, I think, was against you in last October or something. So, but
You've done much better than IDC then, to be fair.
yeah, well, no, don't want to say. But yeah, no, this weekend has just gone great for me so far, and the whole team. The car is just running amazing for me. It's just feels great.
Well, we know there's a lot of Irish support here this weekend. He's a rookie and a champion. Give it up for Fon Ro! Well done, man. This is going a little bit more to plan than Spain did. Obviously not qualifying Spain, mechanical gremlins with the car. You are on rails though here at Mondello Park. You always say this is not your favourite circuit, but then you always do quite well here. So what's that all about?
Yeah, I think this year is actually probably the year where I could say I figured it out from the get-go. I've been putting in big laps. I'm just quite happy. The car is on rails, as you said, and that makes all the difference. It wasn't the start we wanted, but we're here now. It doesn't get better than this. Packed home crowd. We've shared many times here. Many journeys has been here at Mondello Park. So to come back for a round of this championship, watch that top 32, see the level what everybody's driving at. It's cool to know that Irish drifting has played a part in that, but we're not here for top 16, we're here for number 1, baby. So it's time to go all the way today. I'm going to give it everything, drop my heart out, and put on a show for all my fans, family, everybody in the stands.
He is your current and reigning European champion. Give it up for Conor Shanahan!
Another big battle on the line, and when it comes to championship battles, James Dean is not really in the whole championship. These guys most certainly are. Jack Shanahan goes head to head with Peter Wieniawski on the start line. Wieniawski in the new Supra. He's won in Mondello Park before. He's beaten Jack Shanahan in Mondello Park before, but Jack Shanahan's coming for redemption this weekend. Wieniawski and Shanahan, this one's going to be fireworks, and there'll be no love lost here. Both want to win this event.
There is no love lost between these 2 guys. They've gone at each other time and time again, and it's 1 for 1 every single time. But this time it matters for Jack Shanahan. He had that upset at round 1, so did Vincent, but Shanahan is desperate for the championship. He watched his brother take the crown last year and he wants it for himself. They're off the... Wow, just when I counted Shanahan out of it, he used his experience at Mondello Park. And you know what that experience is? Coming over that hill faster than anyone else. Look at the speed.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's gone in there as fast as Shanahan did. That's all he could do, and he absolutely flew through that first corner. Look at the front wheel clean off the ground.
Wow, are you serious? The side skirt and the rear bumper were on the tarmac.
And it has a decision, has dropped in. Going through to the top 8 is Jack Shanahan. Jack Shanahan gets the win and goes through to the top 8, much to the delight of the Mondello Park grandstands. And you know what? It wasn't straightforward, Ian. It certainly wasn't straightforward, but he took a risk and it paid off.
You know what? It's going to be risk reward all day today, and I think this is just going to happen over and over again. And look at Jack. He was like, I took the risk. I had to take that risk.
I'll be honest, I didn't think he was going to hold that through there.
No, I didn't.
The Shanahan family thought they might get a little rest. They ain't going to get a rest because the other Shanahan son is on the line. Conor Shanahan, the current Driftmasters champion from Cork. And he hasn't had a good start to the season, not qualifying at round 1. He said he has to get top step on the podium this weekend to get back in the race. And he's up against a very on-form Jakub Kroll from Poland. This new car and Kroll have been a match made in heaven. He's been a different driver this year, and Conor Shanahan's going to know that. Kroll comes in here with a lot of aggression and a lot of momentum, and he's going to want to take down the 2023 champion.
Yeah, of course he is, Dave. They're through the chicane. Look at this, Shanahan looking absolutely focused as he slots through the gears, and it is a false start.
False start.
All that hype.
I hate when I build it up and then I got to drop down again.
I mean, you'd have to go down there and have a word.
Yeah, I'm like, just stop hitting the cones, guys. But it is eagerness. You know, you're on the start line, you want to get as much advantage as you can. And of course, if you're watching drifting for the first time, you can watch the start line. Why does the lead car have a chicane? You can see he knocks over the far side cone. The reason being And it can also be that a car leaving too soon before the light as well. So the reason being is that the lead car, they want to slow the car purposely so the chase car doesn't get jumped like a drag race. You want it to be that they have enough time to predict to stay with that lead car so we get close action on the first corner. And Conor Shannon seems to be jumping the light a little bit there, but it's allowed. You get 3 goes at it before you're disqualified. So Shannon just a little eager, maybe a little bit of nerves here in the top 16 as Jakob Kroll now takes through the gears. Shannon is through the chicane cleanly, and then
Big incident right in front of the judging
Shannon
tower.
goes in the wall hard. It looks like he has steering. Something went wrong on Shannon's car. Steering failure. Something happened. Big hit with the wall for Conor Shannon. And I'm not sure what happened there. All of us, he had it in the bag, he had the ball in the bag, and all of a sudden, something went very wrong with his car.
You know what? He was so home and dry. I thought, this is it. It's done. Jakob Kroll doesn't have
Something
anything.
shut off. Something happened all of a sudden. Big battle here for 2 guys trying to get form going in the championship. Youngster, 19 years of age, Fon Ro from Ireland, will go up against Oran Nielsen. Oran Nielsen in that bright orange Sora from Norway. And Oran Nielsen, he hasn't been tested in the top 32. He got through it pretty easy. But Fon Ro is looking strong too. This is going to be a really interesting battle because I have no idea. They both look kind of similar in form, in practice, and qualifying. But now they got to go head to head. And Oran Nielsen looks very strong around this track. This is going to be a big test of Fon Ro as a rookie, going up against one of the biggest names in the game, Oran Nielsen.
Well, they both qualified in the top 10, Dave, so their driving was very, very similar. Not a lot of points separating them.
From the challenge, but a couple of waivers in that chase position. Oran Nielsen's lead run was absolutely textbook there. You can see our Starline Marshall just doing a bit of hoovering, bit of house cleaning. No, he's pushing some air into the intercoolers of both cars just to cool them down. It is not the coldest day in Ireland, and that's strange.
I've took my jumper off.
Oh, I know, big commitment.
That's a big
The minute you take your jumper
I could
off,
have just ruined
it'll
it for
start
everyone.
raining. That's what happens.
Yeah.
You got to dress for the opposite weather. That's because our climate, like, it tries to wind you up a little bit. So Fon Roche looks pumped up, looks ready. The Irish crowd are ready behind him too. As Fon Roche in the lead position, and Oran Nielsen now, the Norwegian, getting a big stagger back here, trying to put some aggression on Fon Roche into that first corner. This battle very much still in the balance, a place in the top 8 up for grabs. Both drivers would love to be there in another 50 seconds time as they go through the gears and up to 4th first corner. It's entertainment, but they watch it very much from a technical perspective. Going through to the top 8 at round 2 of Driftmasters is Oran Nielsen. Oran Nielsen gets the win. Oran Nielsen gets the win and goes through. Master and apprentice, Jack Shanahan, who was left, as he said, in the shadows yesterday when it came to the finals with Heineken and Conor Shanahan. Well, he wants the championship this year, but he's got to go through his longest foe in the game, James Deane. James Deane back on Irish soil. He hasn't won a Driftmasters event, James Deane, in over a year and a half, and this is what he wants to do, get back to the top of the totem pole in Europe. There is so much on the line here in the next 2 runs for both of these drivers, and Jack Shanahan is definitely going to know that he needs everything to beat James Deane here.
Everything and more, Dave, is what he's going to need right now, but he is one of the fastest men over that hill. We say that Dwayne McKeever could be the fastest man. Now we're going to see if Jack Shanahan can lay down what he laid down earlier against Vinsec and upset that chase car, but he's in the chase position.
Did exactly what he needed to do. Looks like they have made a decision here in the tower. It's for a spot in the semi-final. Will it be Deane? Will it be Shanahan? Scores are in, and going through to the top 4 is nobody, because it's a one more time between Jack Shanahan, and Jack Shanahan just signaled to James Deane, no, this time you're mine.
So, top 8 finish for us here in Mondello. Obviously we would have liked to have got on the podium, if not win the event, but I feel like we probably could have, but I kind of started having too much fun. Every time I battle James, it's literally just like go out there and it's kind of who can do the most angle, who can put on a better show. So yeah, look, we had good fun. I had a good chase, and then on my lead I was like, you know what, just fucking send it, and I sent it a little bit too hard, so that's just that. But other than that, car has been good. Obviously the steering is not perfect, but it's definitely good enough to put on a show, and yeah, I think it's like probably a 5th or 6th place finish today, so good points on the board. It's only round 2, and yeah, no, we're happy. So obviously unlucky for Conor hitting the wall, and Fionn super proud of him. He drove really, really good. Like, it's only his second event and he was into the top 16. So yeah, it's just showing the potential he has. But yeah, no, I'm happy. It was good. It was good fun. The crowd were good. So yeah, it's just scrap Spain. We're here now again.
So that's a wrap. Mondello 2024 is done, and it looks like that. So it's pretty shit for me. Had a power steering pump fail on the chase run of the top 16. Pretty pissed off, to be honest. Felt like I was driving really, really good. Still had loads left in the car if I needed it, and yeah, is what it is. No luck coming our way anytime soon in Driftmasters, but we move forward. We're still staying fighting, and still a positive-ish weekend, I guess. My car was flawless, like fuel and tires all weekend, nothing else. So unfortunately it just didn't last that part where we wanted it to last. But top 16 for Fionn also, yeah, top 8 for Jack one more time against James. Great battle, just went a little bit mad on the last one, but that's a wrap. I'm sick of talking, want to get out of my race suit, and back to America tomorrow I go. So the 36 seems to give me a lot of luck. I think the GT86 is pissed off that I'm driving the E36. That's what's happening, but I don't know what's going on, but hopefully we get some luck back on our side sooner rather than later. But yeah, that's a wrap. Thank you guys for watching, and yeah, Finland up next for Driftmasters, Formula Drift next weekend for me. Subscribe, like, do all that good stuff that you guys are good for doing, and we'll catch you on the next one.